Un lepnība ir slikta arī tajā ziņā, ka tā, nu, tā kā aizver mūsu prātu.
And pride is very different from self-confidence.
Un lepnība ir kaut kas ļoti atšķirīgs no pašpārliecinātības.
So pride is very different from having a healthy self-image and having self-confidence.
Tāpat lepnība nav tas pats, kad, ja man pašam pret sevi ir, mans pašvērtējums ir pozitīvs un jau pats es uz sevi tā kā skatos pozitīvā veidā. Tas nav viens un tas pats.
So if we are really self-confident, then there is no need to be proud.
Ja es esmu pats par sevi pārliecināts, tad man nav nepieciešamība lepnība.
So it is explained that one of the benefits of problems is also that it lessens our pride. So we can just see for ourselves whether we find this useful or not.
Tātad tiek uzskatīts, ka viens no labumiem, ko mums atnes problēmas, ir tas, ka tās samazina mūsu lepnību, un tad mēs paši varam pārbaudīt, vai uz mums tas attiecās un jātiecās cik lielā mērā.
So we had 5 problems, 5 benefits.
Tātad mums bija 5 labvēlīgās ietekmes.
So it benefits, the problem inspires us to practice virtue.
Šīs labvēlīgās ietekmes
Positive actions.
Mūs liek praktizēt likumību un veikt pozitīvas darbības.
And it inspires us to avoid harmful actions.
Un mūs arī iedvesmo izvairīties no nelabvēlīgām vai kaitējušām darbībām.
Then they turn our mind towards the Dharma, so they generate some renunciation.
Tās pagriež mūsu prātu dharmas virzienā un palīdz attīstīties palīdz mūsos attīstīt atteikšanos.
So they increase our compassion.
Tās palīdz attīstīt mūsu līdzcietību.
And they cut through our pride.
Un viņas tā kā pāršķeļ mūsu lepnību.
So who wouldn't want to have problems?
Nu, un vai viss šī rezultātā šeit ir kāds, kurš nevēlas problēmas?
So I think now we could have a tea break for 10 minutes.
Tātad mazs pārtraukums.
So it's a little bit hard, in 2 minutes.
Tā faktiski sarežģīta situācija un izskatās, ka tas nav jautājums, uz kuru var atbildēt 2 minūtēs.
But that is always hard, if there are people, if there's a group of people that traditionally hunt, then to try to convince them to stop hunting. So it is very hard, that is true. So that's, so the Dharma is not always easy.
Mums kopēs piekrīt, ka situācijā, ka ir cilvēki, kas pieraduši medīt, viņus pārliecināt par to, ka tas, kā lai saka, tas nav nekas labs, tas nav viegli, bet viņš vēlreiz atkārto, ka dharma tā nav viegla lieta.
So one that, it definitely helps if one thinks about also, okay, so if we cannot do this anymore, but then what could we do as an alternative? So to be able to offer some alternative.
Un varbūt, kā lai saka, vienkārši var iztēloties kādu alternatīvu, piedāvāt tiem cilvēkiem, ja viņi nemedīs, ko vēl viņi varētu darīt.
Tur jau ir tas limits, tur jau nav tā, ka vienkārši iet mežā, kas kursus tad šauj. Es esmu tajā teritorijā, ka man tas ieiet un tikpat labi citreiz viņi iziet cauri manam mežam un nav nevienu medījumu. Un kaut vai rudenī pīles. Es ļoti bieži, kad sākās pīļu sezona, es ar savu sunu pie ezeram virsū apkārt un izbaidu un aizstāju viņus projām. Tad, kad atnāk mednieki, pīļu nav. Vakarā, kad viņi aizbrauc projām, pīļus man pie manis atkal apīļu.
So the situation in this group isn't such that if the hunters go, they each time can hunt the game, because there are some limitations, and she mentioned as an example the ducks. In autumn there is a season, officially state regulated season, when you can hunt ducks, but Daiga says, knowing this, when she goes around the lake with her dog, the ducks, how to say, they are troubled, they fly away, and then the hunters come, they have no possibility to hunt the ducks, and then the hunters go back when the ducks return. So she's doing something.
It's interesting that in the night that he see, I think that he see, and
who is he?
The ducks.
They.
They as animal that is nothing on there that he fly on the lake. And sometimes look at me with dog and understand they have not hunter and then it's nebaidās no manis vienkārši redzot.
So she has experience with an understanding that sometimes ducks see her, but they somehow feel that will not any harm will not come from her, and they don't fly away. But when the hunters come, somehow they try to fly away.
No, I mean, if it would be, it would be very nice if it is a kind of sanctuary.
Yes, nu tātad es saprotu, skolotājs teica, ka būtu labi, ja tur varētu, teiksim, izveidot kaut kādu, tur es nezinu, dabas liegumu, bet, par to es neko nezinu.
Instead of being allowed to hunt, it's forbidden to hunt.
Tātad, vajadzot tā vietā, kad, teiksim, ir atļauts, lai vienkārši tur būtu aizliegts.
Tas ir problemātiski, jo man ir 3 kilometri no manis ir Gaujas nacionālais parks, kur ir lielie liegumi. Un es esmu tas līkums, kur ir beidzot atļauts. Un tad man no ieriķiem visi tie mednieki brauc pie manis. Jo tur ir tā teritorija, kur ir sākts atļauts.
So 3 kilometers from here is a national park. There are different kinds of prohibitions. But in here land and in forest which belongs to her isn't how to say, it's not like a sanctuary, and she considers that it could be problematic to make it like a sanctuary there.
Tu var atrast kādu putnu sugu, ajogu sugu.
Melnais ērglis,
un pieteikt viņu un panākt, jā, un tad būs lielais
ērglis.
Zaiga has a practical suggestion. If in this territory lives one or 2 species which are under special protection, so-called written in the Red Book, so you can make an application to the institutions, and they can make some new regulations. Then in this vicinity, when this bird and animal which is protected written in the Latvian Red Book, so maybe this is possible.
It is, but it's rules that is in autumn, is autumn, that is black stark and eagle also live But could not in spring could not hunting. But